top customer gatherer, top recruiter. You got promoted to team leader. So Tim, please, what are you doing differently that I'm not?
I suppose the main part is I'm working with some great people. So Susie and Alexa are fantastic support and mentoring throughout the whole process anyway. And obviously just thankfully I've got a lot of great family and friends and people I've known that have helped me through the process as well. So you're just going to be resilient. You're just going to keep going and be relentless because, and if you get no for an answer, move on to the next one. So there's always people out there who want the opportunity, so make sure you give it to them.
So Tim, can I ask you, what do you do for a living at the moment?
I'm pretty much more focused on UW at the moment. I've been self-employed for sort of 4 years, doing sort of consultancy work with financial services. Had a sports company in primary schools that obviously has not been going well with the primary schools closed down. So yeah, so this has been when the opportunity arose with Alexa. I jumped at the opportunity. Well, it took me a bit to embrace it, and then when I jumped on board, it's been never looking back. So it's fantastic. And I think the best part, Rob, is the team support. I mean, you can't beat it in terms of how people support each other in the organization and the teams, and it's just phenomenal. Everybody wants to help everybody, and never be afraid to ask questions because there's always somebody out there who wants to help you through the process.
Correct. Great top tip. Don't be afraid to ask questions. It's even at my level, I've been in this company for 20 odd years, but we changed things. We changed the training. We changed things for the new people. And recently, I had someone join. And I thought, what do we do with the new person now? Because when I joined, we just sent them to training, and that kind of did it all. But now there are so many things to pick up. So a new person joining today, Tim, what would you do with a brand new person?
The biggest thing with them is obviously working through the Fast Start program, which I think is phenomenal, and people should definitely get on board with that as quickly as possible because it makes a massive difference by getting them off the ground quickly. Because the longer you wait, the longer people suddenly lose interest because they haven't got their first customer signed up, and it just helps them. It helps them through the process of what do you want to achieve. How many customers do you want to sort of get on board? How quickly do you want to get to QD and get that £100 bonus in the first 30 days? Yep. So the Fast Start program for me is the key one to get on board. And then obviously the fun part, look at the holiday incentives when you join up because that's another thing to aspire to as well.
Now, a lot of people actually achieve holidays by accident because they don't really look at the holiday at the beginning. They just start gathering customers and then suddenly it's like, wow, I'm on track for a holiday. How did that happen? And then obviously that keeps you in the program because it's like, well, hang on, I don't want to miss my holiday to Zimbabwe, or maybe you don't want to go to Zimbabwe, Tim, I don't know. Maybe you want to go to the Mauritius or something like that. But, you know, isn't it great to suddenly go, hang on, I'm going to achieve a wonderful holiday here by gathering some customers and some distributors. So
definitely is, yeah.
What's your next goal then, Tim? What are you trying to achieve?
Next goal is obviously STL, and obviously help the team and those who want to reach TL as well, because obviously you need the TL legs underneath you to help you get to STL and the QDs. So that's the aspirations. Keep helping people who need jobs and helping those who want to save. So that's my main aim, and through that it'll organically grow.
And how long? You haven't been with us that long, have you, Tim?
Just over 2 months.
2 months. So in 2 months, you've achieved team leader. You're going for senior team leader. Where you get your customers from, where you get your recruits from, is it just literally build your list, phone your list? You know, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's a lot of it comes down to obviously hard work initially with family and friends, and then cold calling a lot of people, asking for referrals all the time. So everybody knows 2 or 3 people that they want to get signed up, and obviously just working through, I suppose dormant people you haven't spoken to in a long time, and you've just got to be brave and just ask them for a favor and ask them just to give you the opportunity. So
it's very easy to just nonchalantly say, "Oh, can I have some referrals?" And most people don't give you those referrals. You have to physically point them in the right direction, suppose, don't you, Tim? You have to. I've always said to people, you know, is your mum and dad still with us? And they go, yep. Say, great. What's their name? You know, do you have any brothers? Do you have any sisters? You know, by the way, your neighbours, how well do you get with your neighbours? Oh, Tony, my neighbour next door, actually, we've got builders here and I run out of milk. I'm tea boy today. So I said to my neighbour, Tony, I said, oh, can I borrow some milk? And he gave me some milk. And last night I went to take some milk back to him because don't be silly, you know, that's on me. You know, we're good neighbours. And I said, well, I don't know if we're good neighbours because you're not a customer of mine yet. And he goes, you keep trying, don't you? He didn't bite, but I'm still dangling that carrot, you know. I might cut his electric off today because he says he's with the most expensive company. So I might just tap into that electric and cut the power off. Then he might call me over, I don't know. Or maybe mess with his Wi-Fi signal. But yeah, we're not going to get everyone, are we? That's what I'm trying to say. But my neighbour across the road, she's brilliant. She always comes over every month with her bill. And she's like, I've got £36 cash back. And I'm kind of like, yay, brilliant, brilliant. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're a customer now. I don't really want to keep talking to you. You know, give me some more referrals or something. So referrals is the key. Do not miss that trick because once you've exhausted your friends and family, Tim, that's it, isn't it? So we've got to get onto the referrals. We've got to ask.
Yeah.
People, you know, people say to me, oh, I struggle with referrals. So say, so how many times do you ask? And well, once. I was like, you know, you've got to steer people into that. Okay.
Definitely.
So, senior team leader by when? End of September?
Oh, maybe end of October, by Halloween.
Wow, Halloween, that's scary. Hey, there's a challenge, eh? Hey, Tim, if you do that, I'll make sure Susie buys you a nice bottle of champagne. Is Susie on the call today? She is.
I'll take a Magnum.
I would happily buy you a bottle of champagne, Tim, if you did it by the end of October. Seriously.
There you go. There you go. And I'll get you some nice chocolates as well, Tim. And we'll all come round, sit in your lounge, social distancing, mind you, and we'll enjoy that bottle of wine and some chocolates and just plan the next goal. Group leader by December.
Oh, goodness.
Well, do you want to build this business quick or slow, you know? So, yeah.
Exactly.
Well done. Anyhow,
thank you so much,
Tim. You know, because the hardest bit in this business is getting that momentum going, keeping it going. And it's very easy to kind of get knocked as well. There are so many people out there go, those things don't work. I've tried them. And it's like, really? You know, it's a bit like saying those diets don't work. I did it for a day and it didn't work, you know, that diet I was on. Or I went to the gym once and that didn't work either, you know. It's all about resilience. It's all about determination, staying focused, and a daily method of operation. It's so easy to wake up on a Wednesday going, what? Actually, my wife says to me every day, what are you doing today? I'm like, God, yeah, I got, you know, a huge list here. You know, it's not just one or two things. It's like loads of people to call, loads of people to follow up. Also speaking to customers, also speaking to distributors. And people think I'm retired. You get busier the higher up you go. So you're worth every penny, Tim. Whatever your commission check says this month is what you deserve. I'm sure it's going to be a very pleasant commission check.
Thanks,
Susie, you're on the call. I'm going to pick your brains because, again, you're up there. You're gathering customers. You're gathering distributors. Any top tips for anyone? We've got some new people on the call today. So they're brand new. They just started. We've got young Chloe. I know she's phoned some people. She's got a potential distributor looking at this as well. What would you give advice for a new person on the Zoom today, or anyone that's been in the company 6 months to a year, kind of thinking, you know, I wish I could be like Tim, getting 5-10 customers, 5-10 recruits, and how's this guy doing it? How are these people? And you, Susie, you've been with us over 10 years now, is it? How are you still gathering your distributors? How are you still gathering customers? You must have exhausted your warm list years ago.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm warm. Talking about that, I am warm. I've just put the blind down. God. I'm so pleased. It's just actually going to be a bit cooler tomorrow. Well, firstly, you know, I take my hat off to Tim. Electra and I know how many no's he's had, and I know how hard he's worked. So please don't think that has been an easy ride for Tim. I know he's grafted, and yeah, he is in a position at the moment, to be honest with you, in that You know, he's a bit of an entrepreneur. He's done lots of things, been very successful. Some haven't, but that's what I think has made him so resilient. Is that he has had failings, and he won't mind me saying that. But you know, he's pushed on, and so you know, Tim is absolutely inspiring me, to be quite honest. You know, he's such a lovely guy, and he's so lovely to have in the team. And yeah, he's just pushing the nose aside and pushing on. So I think that I've said that before. It's all about disciplining your disappointment, and it's just a no next, you know. You know, and literally, honestly, guys, it is just for me. I have every day I've been trying to speak to. Yes, I have got quite a few personal customers, so I've been touching base with some of my old customers, to be honest. Just saying hello. I've had 1 or 2 referrals from them, but yeah, I haven't had any luck there. But I just have. I've just been. I've had actually LinkedIn. LinkedIn has been good. You've got to know how you approach people on LinkedIn. But LinkedIn is quite a good way to connect with people. I make it a habit on social media to try and connect with somebody new every day. So that's a good one for everybody, that everybody can do, whether you like Facebook or not. You know, I'm not particularly into Facebook, to be honest with you. It could be a great way to connect with people. And as Christine McCaskey has done, she's very good on social media. You know, make friends with somebody that's like-minded to you. Do you know what I mean? No, so find somebody that's you know, loves dogs or has got a hobby. You know, they do pop up. And like everything, or as Christine says, love everything they do, and then eventually find a reason to private message them. So that's been good. But yeah, honestly, I've had tons and tons of no's. It's just literally at the moment, to be honest with you, with the way we are, you know, we can't go out as much as we want to. You know, I sort of half my day is doing something with my son still. Half my day is sort of doing this at the moment. So actually, in a way, I find this has been quite a blessing that we have got kind of more time, haven't we? And certainly, last week, it's been too damn hot for me. I don't want to go out. I'm a bit of a wimp. I can't go out in this heat. I really can't.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's helped, but honestly, Tim has had tons of no's. I don't know if you've kept a record, Tim, of how many no's you've had this month. Do you know how many?
It's probably about up to 20 no's already, I'd say, in 2 months. So
Wow.
Yeah. And also, I remember Charles saying, you know, Charles was on the buzz. I don't know, I hope you're all on the buzz. Charles Wicker, our hero, our leader. And Charles highlighted another leader who had done 25 appointments with a new team member. And I've had something similar. We've done, I think I worked it out. Well, actually, so I think it's not a bad ratio, actually. We did 7 and she got 2. So it's just kind of a similar ratio, because this lady, was I right, Robin, saying she got 6 out of it?
Yes, yes.
So it's a similar ratio, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And I just kind of light bulb for me. And I thought, no, actually, I didn't push. I'm, you know, she's one of my new team members. She knows tons of people. I thought, I haven't pushed her to get as many appointments. Obviously, that leader did, and they got 6. And maybe my lady, she's QD, because obviously she's got herself as well as double gold. I thought, wow, that's actually quite powerful. So do you see what I mean? You know, Charles was saying, look, 25 appointments, you got 6. That is the norm. But also what you're highlighting, I think it's really important to remember that, guys. There was no travelling. There's no, you know, it was all at home. So the time to do those 25 was probably not that much, to be honest, compared to if we were all traipsing, like, for those who are new, obviously, you know, we used to go to people's houses. So actually, it's not that bad, is it?
I think it's great working from home. It's a truly home-based business now, isn't it? I had a customer on my diary to phone on Monday. And I looked at my diary and thought, who is this guy? I just had a name and a phone number. It was such a long time since I spoke to him. And I just phoned him up and said, hi, Mike, it's Rob here from Utility Warehouse. I've got a note to give you a call. He said, I'm so glad you have, because my phone and broadband deal's up at the end of the month. And I'm like, great. So it was a customer then, because I had no idea what it was about. And I said, great, I can come and see you. And he said, can't you do it over the phone? I'm like, yes, I can. Why am I even thinking about going to see him? And it's just so much easier, isn't it? You know, so I can stay at home. I've got the fridge there with a nice cool beer in there. So at lunchtime, I can have a siesta. And, you know, instead of driving, maybe the guy might not be in, or it's going to sit in some person's house, and the cat's going to tear him trousers off, and the dog's going to lick my ear or something, and the children are going to throw toys at me and they won't shut up when you're trying to do the presentation. It's so much easier. Yeah, so it is all about just get on the phone. I love social media, you know I do, and we've had Beth, my social media girl, my expert, helping us there. And so many people like yourself, Susie, and I know your team are very strong on this. I'm sure Tim's on it as well, Alexa, Christine, they're all on this social media wave about getting the one-to-ones, you know, messaging people, having those chats. And I know some of my guys outside of your team, Susie, Debbie Harrington up in Norfolk, she on social media, she got a pilot just on her social media. She'd never met this guy before. He said, I love your stories. Does this thing really work? He's joined. He's got 4 customers. He's got Chloe's joined recently. Now Chloe's talking to people. This thing, this social media, I believe, is our future. That's the way to go forward, to get more prospects, to build your teams, to build your business very quickly. And it just shortens the time frame. You know, Tim, congratulations, team leader in 2 months. That is awesome. That is awesome, Tim. You know, I would love to have 10 of you all day long doing that. That's all we try and teach, Tim, is people to get to team leader very, very quickly. Then you, Tim, your job is to teach your guys to do exactly the same. You know, that's how you get to the top of the tree. That's how you make the big money. It's not about getting loads and loads and loads and loads of customers. Go and get loads and loads and loads and loads of partners that go and get loads and loads and loads and loads of customers. You know, and there are so many people in the Times today that have a list of all these companies making redundancies. Heathrow, 25,000 redundancies. Rolls-Royce, 9,000 redundancies. British Airways, 12,000 redundancies. There are going to be 1 or 2 people out there absolutely petrified about not being able to pay their bills, not being able to pay their mortgage, maybe losing their home, maybe being on the street. It's that scary that, you know, maybe some people might survive a month without money, but after that, it's very, very dire. You know, we should be speaking to anyone that's furloughed or worried about their job, and there's thousands and thousands of people. And I had a chap join my team the other day on the Isle of Wight. Again, he basically said, I'm ex-sales, I used to work for Car Farm Warehouse, they've laid me off, I was with them for 9 years, I was a manager. He said, I've always loved the utility warehouse, I saw your post, can we chat? He joined on Friday, he's done his training, done his classroom training, he's raring to go, and we're talking today, and he had to get a part-time job in a warehouse just to pay the bills. And that's scary. This guy was earning good money and suddenly he's on minimum wage. And he said, I need to earn another £1,000 a month just to stand still. There are so many people out there, guys. This is the time you can grow your businesses by helping so many people either save money, but more importantly, make some money. And as Tim's proven, and many other people are proven, you know, it is a lot of work, a lot of determination. But Tim, I'm very excited about what your commission check's going to be this month. You know, I'm sure you'll be buying Susie a bottle of champagne, actually, to say thank you very much, you know. But in closing, guys, I'm going to keep it short and brief. It's a beautiful day today. Just go away today and really think about who you can share this opportunity with, whether you send them to the virtual op, or I love the UW stories. Pick a UW story and say, have a look at this. Let's have a chat if it's of interest. Speak to people. You know, it's not about sending texts all day long. It's like, maybe send a text, but then maybe follow up with a phone call. You know, everyone should be doing this. I believe everyone should be doing this. You know, this is a nice icing on the cake. And if people are in a job now, it's an extra bit of pocket money. people haven't got a job, do not leave it until they're so desperate they can't afford the £100 to join. That's crazy. You know, let's get out there. Let's help so many people save money and make some money. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I'll see you all next week. Take care, guys.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Rob.
Rob. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.